Jazz in the Big City is a play I wrote that touches upon the issues going on during the Harlem Renaissance, such as violence, discrimination, and mass incarceration. The play also centers on a young man who is a part of the Great Migration, and I tried to incorporate the push factors for the Great Migration and how they affected a family. So Junior is a young man who is trying to run away from discrimination in the South, the chance of being incarcerated due to his skin color, and the opportunity for success by moving to New York City. Things that I could have detailed more into the play were the issues of incarceration. So shortly after slavery ended, white men tried to seek a loophole by imprisoning black men and then exploiting their labor while they were in prison. Because if you're in prison, you were expected to give free labor because it was a part of your punishment. However, I do think I was able to incorporate the reaction of Junior and probably many other black men or black women who moved to New York City. Just their complete surprise and instant love for the city. So I got this inspiration from James Weldon Johnson in his play The City or My City, and just his words and how he incorporated his love for New York City and why it's his home. I kind of wanted to import that into the play that I wrote and kind of how Junior felt, which I did that at the end of his monologue. Another piece of work that I was inspired by was Zora Neale Hurston's book, Their Eyes Were Watching God, and just Zora Neale Hurston's language and style, how she used the South kind of accent mixed in. I wanted to incorporate that in the play. I did take some of her slang words and try to incorporate them. It was really hard, but I think I did a decent job. I felt like I could have done better and done more research into Their Eyes Were Watching God and how they kind of talk to each other. But I really wanted to make the language authentic and show just kind of like Southern culture. I also incorporated a character when Junior was in New York City, and the character's name is Eddie or Edward. Edward is kind of the more educated black man who speaks more like a Northerner rather than a Southerner. And so I wanted to show this side of culture as well. So Northern and Southern culture were incorporated in the play during that time period. I think looking back and reading my play, I wish I had incorporated more of Junior's reaction. I guess more like made it authentic and maybe have added more about the jazz and just the surroundings. I don't think I was detailed enough. I think that's one thing I'm not proud of in my writing is I'm not a very descriptive writer. And so that I definitely could have fixed in the play because I've noticed a lot of plays do have descriptive details so you can kind of feel like you're watching the play while you're reading it.